I toured with the successful hit comedy Ladies' Night for 3 tours, playing the member of the gang who later becomes a drag artiste in the second act. But when it came to Wildboyz, I knew I had to create a fully rounded character that wasn't just a guy in a frock. The challenge with Wildboyz is that I was playing 5 characters. The premise of the show was that we had our 4 celebrities and then I would play every other character. So I had to create different characters for a rather fey male receptionist, a frigid air stewardess, a Spanish hotel proprietress, a rather high-powered businesswoman called Maxine Clifford, and then create the talk show hostess. I knew she had to be American because the talk show that the boys were sent on in the second act was set in America, so that gave me a good head start. I suppose my influences for creating Dillie Devine came from Bette Midler, Joan Rivers, Dame Edna, all those people thrown into the melting pot to produce something new and original. The challenge was maintaining a sustainable, believable character that the audience could relate to. I didn't want it to be a vulgar pastiche of a drag act. I wanted Dillie Devine to be a fully rounded character with warmth, sincerity, someone the audiences could relate to, someone who could hold their own, yes, with rather raunchy, risque humour, but at the same time full of warmth, sincerity, and someone the audience could go away feeling that it had reminded them of someone they knew. Because I played Dame in pantomime for 20 years, that gave me the head start in creating a character that was warm, a fully rounded figure that the audience could relate to. I think the most important thing in creating any character is to be truthful, to be real, to base it on someone you know, and to make it a character the audience can relate to. I think my advantage in creating characters like Gloria in Ladies' Night and Dillie Devine in Wildboyz is that I am primarily a character actor. I am not a drag artiste. I'm an actor who has done drag and approached it from the point of view of creating a real, sustainable character. With both Gloria and Dillie Devine, I never wanted it to be just a drag character that filled in between the acts. I wanted it to be a personality, someone that could have fun with the audience, someone who could interact with the audience, someone that the audience could feel they could reach out and touch, or meet in the bar afterwards and have a drink and a laugh. The costume changes had to look effortless. In a way, they had to be superfluous to the character. Yes, she sailed on stage in a succession of glamorous outfits, but that was all part of creating that character, to make it look effortless. And yes, I made sure every line, every joke was timed and scripted, because I don't think you can get up on stage and do an act like that, create a character like that, without knowing where you're going. Yes, of course you have stock lines up your sleeve in case something happens. You've got to be able to improvise. But at the end of the day, you have to have a path to follow to sustain that character and make it believable. I think with Dillie Devine as well, it was irrelevant that the part was played by a man. I needed to create a role that could quite feasibly have been played by a woman, if necessary. I think in conclusion I would say when creating any character, it's got to be real, it's got to be truthful, it's got to be believable, and you have to find those roots in any character you play, whether it be in a thriller, in a comedy, or even playing a drag artiste.